to its historical and religious significance, in 1927, the stupa was restored completely by Burmese monks. The Nirvana temple. Near the Nirvana stupa, this temple is located on the same plinth as the stupa. This temple contains the 6.1 meter long statue of the Buddha in reclining pose, similar to the Ajanta cave number 26. The face of Buddha is on the west side, his head resting upon his right hand and his left hand is lying on the body. One can observe the calmness and peace on his face. Three small human figurines are depicted in the niches in worship and grip posture. The central human figure is a man sitting facing towards the Buddha and only the back portion is visible. The inscription found below this human figure mention the gift of one Hariwala. Epigraphical record postulate that this sculpture was made during the Kumar Gupta's reign of the imperial Gupta dynasty by Hariwala. The pose of the human figure and placement of the inscription suggests that the central image could be that of the donor Hariwala himself. Initially, the statue was found buried inside the remains in broken condition to the Carlyle. He meticulously collected all the pieces and brought them together in one form. He also found the plinth of the image and other remains adjacent area. A remarkable finding was the remains of shrine chamber made of thick brick walls through a deteriorating condition. He also found several remains made him conclude that there were ancient temple with a roof. Due to this hypothesis, he cleared the debris and restored the shrine in 1876. It is argued that the plan of the Carlyle shrine perhaps belonged to the building of quite later period, said 1100 to 1200 CE. On the occasion of 2500 birth anniversary of Buddha, the government of India assigned a committee, and on the decision of the committee, the Carlyle structure was demolished and a new building with a larger space was constructed in 1956. The Mathakaur shrine. This shrine was located in the southwest of the main site. This site consists of a colossal image of Buddha made of stone. This monolithic statue measures 3.10 meters in length, showing Buddha on Bhumisparsha mudra. On the basis of inscriptional record depicted at the base of the statue, it is assigned that is made in 10th or 12th century CE. Carlyle exposed the shrine and cleared the structure of the shrine, which was later exposed to a monastery. This monastery is a west facing, bigger in size and consisting of an open courtyard, veranda and cells around. According to the material culture and antiquarian remains, it is observed that the monastery and the statue belongs to the Kalachuri period, constructed by a local chief. Excavations also revealed a brick wall running all around the shrine and reaching up to the main stupa. It is believed that the whole structure complex once shared the common protection wall. Ramabhar stupa. This site is situated on the Kasia Devariya road, nearly 1.5 kilometers from the Mathakaur shrine. The name of the stupa is derived from the seasonal pond of Ramabhar located nearby. On the basis of its location away from other structures, it is suggested that this was the original cremation stupa of Mukuta Bandhana Chaitya of Buddha. This stupa was properly excavated by Hirananda Shastri in 1910. The excavation brought to light the remains of huge stupa measuring a diameter of 47.24 meters at the base. Its size is almost as double as compared to the Nirvana stupa. Hirananda Shastri retrieved several clay seals and ceilings and clay tablets depicting Buddhist motifs etc. related to the medieval period. It is also believed that the over ancient stupa in the medieval period, broad restorations and structural enhancement were carried out. The religious importance of this stupa was immense, thus the area was surrounded by a large number of votive stupas. The western group of structures. Adjacent to the Nirvana stupa, large amount of structures were constructed throughout the time. This area comprises mostly the remains of monasteries constructed, repaired and renovated in different periods. Close to the main temple, the remains of two monasteries were unearthed. Both these monasteries were situated adjacent to each other and had similar plan. Excavation revealed the small figurines of Buddha and Bodhisattva, seals and inscribed K tablets, coins of Satrapa of West India and pottery, etc. On the basis of above material remains, these monasteries were datable to the 4th century CE. Remains of another monastery were also found towards the west of the main temple. According to its size, it is witnessing the biggest monastery in the area. Structural activity show that below this big monastery, the remains of earlier monastery situated. As per the size of the wall, it is suggests that this monastery could have been a multi-storied structure. During the excavation, inscribed clay ceilings and seal indicate that the lower monastery is assigned to 900 CE, whereas the later monastery is datable to 10th 11th century CE. Towards the south of this monastery, remains of brick structure also indicate the presence of another monastery. Its plan is usually like a square open courtyard, a well, a veranda with rows of cells in all directions. Another monastery was also found toward the west of this datable to the Gupta period. Here, inscribed clay ceilings, metal vessels and other items were recovered. The remains of monasteries were reported adjacent to these structures. At one of the monasteries, inscription of Kushana period and a gold coin of Chandragupta II were found. The southern group of structures include the scattered remains of brick structures established in different periods. Amongst them, the small votive stupas are prominently created by the pilgrims. At the center, two stupas were made of carved and decorative bricks with ornate pilasters and cornices at the base. As per the plan and the construction pattern, the stupas were likely to imitate the plan of the main stupa and perhaps be datable to slightly earlier period than others. Plinth remains of another oblong large size structure facing west also repeated near to this stupa. The eastern group. This group consists of an important double tiered structure oriented towards the main stupa. The lower level of this double platform like a brick structure is square and can be approached by stairs. The outer wall of this lower structure is devoid of any sculptures except the brick moldings and string cores. The second tier is a smaller and consists of a Pradakshina path in all directions. The outer wall of this structure yielded a series of ornamented pilasters and decorative moldings. The remains of third tier were also pointed out, but now no longer exist. The complete structural design of this shrine indicate the multi-layered stupa different from the usual plan constructed later than visit of Hensang. Near to this structure, remains of 3 rows of brick were found in excavations. The size of the bricks was assigned to the Mauryan period. Excavations inside this small structure found copper coins of Kanishka, Kadphises II which mixed with the charcoal remains. The northern group. This group prominently consists the votive stupas of different period. The structural remains of this group show additional overlapping over the earlier structure. Construction activities from Maurya to the medieval period is identified here. Apart from the votive stupa, remains of monasteries were also found. Kushinagar, as the last destination of the great master, received the huge pilgrimage importance among the Buddhist followers. The site witnessed the last departure of Buddha and also the rise and decline of Buddhism. Kushinagar was an important active pilgrimage place that remained active right from the 6th century BCE to the 10th 11th century CE. Several structures found in the excavation substantiate their significance. However, till now the site is not been scientifically excavated and most of the portion remain untouched. Hensang saw the Ashokan pillar during his visit to the Kushinagar, which is not yet recovered, representing the urgency of further systematic work. Let us summarize what we talked in this video. So, we understand the historical importance of Kushinagar, its archaeological history and the present architectural remains of this important place. Thank you.